Do you want to play basketball Minecraft? In this video I'm going to show you how to build the game, a little redstone, and how to play. So let's get started with building some basketball. Alright, we're here on the creative worlds with the basketball game that I have made behind me. As you can see, it is kind of a big area, but it is really simple. So let's get into how we build it. Here's the court. It is 37 by 25. It requires just a little bit of stone, not that much though. So let's get into how we build the court. So of course you're gonna need a 37 by 25 line around the outside. Let's start with the center line. So we are gonna count in 18 blocks starting from this point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Then on the next block, we're going to take our line and just fill it out like this. Of course, you're going to need lights across the court if you plan on playing at night. So I just have one here right next to the wall line on each side, and then one in the middle, which is this one in the middle is 11 blocks into the middle, and it's directly in the middle. Let's get started with our 3-point line. So you're going to want to dig out an area just about this shape, but the exact dimensions are 3 in from our line. You're going to start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 blocks, and then 1, 2, that's in another one, 1 in another one, and then going more vertically this time, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and essentially it's the same thing on this side. So just quickly over, it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you'll repeat this on both sides. And I just have a light here 1 block away from the out of bounds / wall line. So this is our fake 3-point line. Let's get into our painted area and our free throw line. It's simply just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we're going to fill it out on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And across the middle, it's a 5-block gap. So you're just going to want to fill this out and put a light block in the middle. And then for the little arc around the free throw line, it is just you go up 1, 3 in the middle, and then back down 1. And that's it. And you just repeat this design on both sides. Of course, you can change the color depending on the theme, or you can change the stone into planks, whatever would be easier for you. I chose the street ball look. So let's get into building our walls. So as we can see here, our walls are made of black stone, polished black stone walls, and black stained glass panes. Now it reaches up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 blocks. We cap it off with some black stone. And this part up here with the iron bars is 100% aesthetic. You do not need it. I just thought it looked better than just the glass. But let's get this built over here. We're gonna go into each of our corners. We're gonna start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that will be the top of our build. Go to this other corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then we can connect this across. Alright, so then our next set of walls is going to be 6 across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then on the, what would be the 7th block, so it's a 6-block gap. So on the 7th block, you're going to want to build up your walls again. Connect it. And we're just gonna go this side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Up again. And then our next one will be 7 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And on the 8th, you're gonna want to go up. And we'll repeat this over here with our 7 block gap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And just bring it on up. Now, here's the tricky part. If you want to have a scoreboard like I have here, you're going to want to only do the 6 block gap and then leave the rest of this blank. But if you just want to play around and not keep score manually, you repeat this design on both sides. But to finish it off, it is just a 5 block gap in between. So we're just going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is to allow for a proper entrance. And then you're just going to want to repeat this design across the other side. Now, of course, you can do this on either side, but if you choose to have a scoreboard, you'll just break this down and then wait till you get to this point. But I'm going to repeat this over to the other side, and I'll be back. Alright, with our blackstone walls, our polished blackstone walls, we're going to want to start filling in with glass. So we're just going to start in this middle part, and we're just going to make our little entrance here. We're going to leave a 3x3 gap, so going 3 up on each side and then across. And then painfully, you're going to want to put these panes across. Now, I will say you might want to have silk touch before you start doing this. Otherwise, you're going to have to do a lot of unnecessary work. But for every gap, except for this one, or if you want to repeat it on this side, but every other gap, you really only have to fill it in. So it's going to take a good bit of glass, but it will fill out our walls. So I'm just going to start filling these in, and then I will finish up, and we'll start on our goals. Alright, so we have our walls in fully. Now it is time to make the goal. Now the goal might be the most important part because you kind of need it to play basketball. It's kind of the signature of basketball. So let's just start with building our orange one. We're going to want to go from 6 blocks in on each side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And on the 7th block, we're going to go up 1 more, then 1 more, so a total of 2. So then we should have 6 or 7 across and up 2. And then we're going to go to this other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2. And then boom. Then we want to go up 4 more, totaling for a total of 5. Totaling for a total, that's funny. Alright. Then we can bring this top layer across. On the bottom here, we can bring it in 1. Oh, wrong block. But we're going to have to fill this up with a full glass block. So my apologies for not making that apparent earlier. But we're just going to fill these in with glass blocks. And that way it is easier for us to collect our ball when it goes through the hoop. So we're going to want to, well then, skip 1 black stained glass block. And then just go across for 5 blocks in total. And that should leave 1 on each side. And you're going to want to fill this in with copper or block of your choice. You could use acacia. Then on top of the black stained glass blocks, you want to go up with two pale oak planks, and then you're going to want to come across connecting the two. Oof. Not used to making tutorials like this. So for the rest of the panes here, you're just going to want to break these and replace these with orange glass or another glass of your choosing. Now we're going to need to make the goals, the rims. So as you can see here, we come out 3, we skip a block, and then we come out 5, and then we go back in 3. So we're just going to do that here. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, placeholder block, and then 1, you can break the placeholder, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and you just bring it back over here. So that's our rim. Then we're going to want to have our pale oak slabs. You're going to want to put them on the bottom of the floor and the top, the bottom of the copper. Top of the floor, bottom of the copper. There we go. Just like this. That way we can pick up the ball with a bucket and get it out of the goal. So this is fundamentally what one goal is. You can change the glass or the rim block to whatever color. And it's just a way for the ball to bounce into the net. And of course the net, it's not actually a net, it's just some slabs. That way we can pick the ball up. And then the rim is here for the shot to be able to go in. So then we're going to want to repeat this on each side. So quickly we'll just do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, up 2, bam, bam, we'll put our 2 there, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2, and we'll put our 2 there, and then we will fill out these blocks with our black stained glass. Like so. And we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that. And then we'll bring our glass up 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get a total of 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get a total of 5. And then just bring it across. Before we do anything else, we'll put our little box made out of pale oak here, like so. Then we will break our panes here, and then just put in our glass. Then we'll put in our rim, which is 3 out on each side, ghost block, and then bring it across 5, and then top of the floor, bottom of the rim, top of the floor, bottom of the rim, and finally top of the floor, bottom of the rim. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is fundamentally the basketball court. Now I put in 2 doors on each side. Of course, it's up to your preference. You can close this side off, you can close this side off and leave one side open, or you can put in a scoreboard like I have chosen to. Speaking of scoreboard, there's really only one mechanic that we will need, and it is called redstone, and we will get into that starting now. So our scoreboard tracks, of course, the score. It is double digit. We will be scoring a lot in this game. So when you shoot the ball in, the tripwire hooks activate the redstone line, and then they update the scoreboard. So the orange team had 33 points, now they have 34. So build this, it's going to take a lot of redstone, a lot of iron, but I will not do the tutorial on here. I will link a video on how to do this specific design for Java Edition in the description. The Bedrock Edition is pretty similar to this, just with a few minor changes. But how you will get it done is you will get your tripwire hooks, and you're just going to get some string, and then on each rim you're just going to fill it out from the front to the back, and then connect it with your string like I have done there. Alright, then you're going to want to run a redstone line like I have, leaving the redstone connecting up to the copper, and then bringing it down. And it's important that you remember that each side of the scoreboard will kind of tally up with each team. So 34, if you score on this basket, it shouldn't go to this scoreboard, because that would mean blue scored on blue. But if you connect it to this scoreboard, it means orange scored on blue. So you're going to want to hook it up to the other side. That way it keeps track of the score for the other team. It's pretty simple. The most difficult thing is the actual scoreboard part and getting that right. But the tutorial that I will give you is pretty good, and I was able to do it. It might be easier. I will have it in the schematic that I will put in the description. But if you're wanting to build it for yourself, it might be easier to build it. Well, if you're in survival, pure survival, especially on Bedrock, yeah, that'll just suck for you. But there is one more mechanic, and that is our beacon. The beacon we have here has jump boost 2. It's fully powered, and you can actually, if you want to, move it a block down, unlike I have done here, and then get a sticky piston, block your choice, and a lever. This way you can toggle it on and off. Now, of course, the jump boost isn't required, but it does kind of help you be more like LeBron. It makes you jump higher, and it can help you block shots. And ignore the speed. That is coming from our soccer game over here, which if you're interested in that, I will the videos on my channel. It is a very fun game if you have friends. So yeah, this beacon is just a full beacon. It goes all the way down to 9x9. It's a lot of iron. You don't have to have it, but it would help if you did. I would suggest having an iron farm before you do this film with this redstone stuff and the beacon, because I don't know if you can see here, but there's a lot of cauldrons, pistons. But ladies and gentlemen, we have built our basketball game. Now it's just a matter of getting the gameplay mechanics going. So the two most important things you're going to need is a iron sword with sharpness 5 and knockback 2, and a bucket of sulfur cube, or just a regular sulfur cube with orange concrete powder in it, or any color concrete powder. It doesn't really matter. This archetype of sulfur cube simulates a football, but it works pretty well for what we need it to. So and I made it orange because it's supposed to look like a basketball. But when you start your game, I would do probably a 10-minute game, 5-minute game, or you could do to a certain score. So what you're gonna want to do is the other team will just hit it back to their side. So the starting team will hit it back to their side, and it's all out to see who can score. So you're just gonna want to, I'm struggling to put the ball in, but you're just gonna want to hit the ball up and double hit it like that, and that's a long shot. Should be worth 3, but it's only worth 1. It's kind of hard to make it worth 3, so that's unfortunate. And then when you do score, you're going to need a bucket Everybody's going to need a bucket so you can get the ball out, put it back down, keep going. You can have a ref, but this game's actually pretty easy if you just do it yourself. There's no out of bounds, no harm, no foul, even though there is a free throw line, but I see how easy it is to make a free throw. Pretty easy. Now, you can make your own rules. You can make rules like if you miss the ball and hit the player, that's a foul or something. But I think that kind of complicates the game. But yeah, that's about it for how to play. I would suggest 2v2 or 3v3 on here. 5v5 could work, but it'd be a little bit crowded. But 1v1, 2v2, and 3v3 is what I would play. Of course, that's only if you have friends. But if you don't have any friends, you could actually just make this a half court. That could work too. But that's it for this video. Thank y'all for watching. I enjoyed making this build in my free time. Of course, I made the soccer game pictured here in the background. So if you want to go check that build out, the link is in the description and it's also on my channel. It should be showing up on screen right now too. So thank y'all for watching. If you would, just drop a like and subscribe, or at least subscribe. And y'all have a good day and God bless. Thank y'all.